What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out a nearly 5-minute music video, which is kind of becoming unheard of. Not quite like a rare Pokemon or something like that, but it's becoming less common. Let's be honest about that. Extraordinary Heroes, Xdinary Heroes, Beautiful Life. Honestly, I don't even know what to expect. Between all the stuff that they have done and the jumps and like the evolution of Xdinary Heroes, they have become quite unpredictable. This could be a very light rock song, this could be inspirational rock, this could be melodic, this could be heavy. Between Instead and their feature with YB on Rebellion, which by the way, probably top 20 most fun reactions I've ever done on this channel, with like over 1,300 videos that we have here. So check it out if you haven't. I don't know what to expect here. I haven't seen any of the previews, any of the like medleys or anything like that. So I'm going into this completely blind. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Beautiful Life, Xdinary Heroes official music video. Ooh.
To find you.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Turn it off. Name on the screen. Hey, hey, look around. Can you feel what's real? Hey, hey. 무용의 완벽히 경례. 주기대 평화를 위해 완벽하게 복종하기 원해 맡은 안 맡은 자야.
Ooh. Oh man. Oh damn. Ooh. This is giving Queen vibes. Oh my god. What that gave like Bohemian Rhapsody vibes for some reason, or just Queen in general. Damn. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh my... Stop bashing them in the head with fucking glass. Jesus Christ. God damn. Oh. Got a flower delivery? Straight up your ass. No. Aw. Come on. Damn. Whoa. Oh, the leaves, like a change of the season. Nice. This is so fucking cool. Oh. They were beating themselves up? That sounds naughty. That's not what I meant. My greatest enemy is myself. Holy shit. Oh man, this is so Queen. Holy fuck.
No one's here to love you.
Oh. What in the Kingsman was that? Holy shit. They popped literally like the fireworks explosions in Kingsman. Holy shit. Well, they were glitching too. So what is real? What the fuck? Holy shit. Wait, there was like a very interesting... No one's here to love you. But before... Did they finish that chorus the same way? No one's here to find you, and then no one's here to love you. Apparently, there's a quote from George Orwell's 1984. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. And that's basically the gist, in my opinion, of the entire music video, is that quote. Because you see this visual, it literally says, fuck beautiful life. It's not beautiful. It doesn't even exist. This fight that we're having is basically meaningless in a way. It's like both sides were convinced that they're a different coin, when in reality they are the opposite side of the same coin. And the whole freedom is slavery is kind of cool, because a free man doesn't feel like he has to fight for anything because he has his freedom. So that's a cage all by itself. Kind of reminds me of The Matrix with that dinner scene with the steak. It's like, but in that scene he realized that he is a slave. Like, he knows that that steak isn't real, but he's going to convince himself that it's the nicest steak he's ever had. Fancy clothes, fancy cars, fancy dinners, you know, but it's basically you're a slave to the system. That's kind of what the original Xdinary heroes are, the ones who are without the masks, with the 80s hair and like the 80s outfits and everything, because they feel the illusion of freedom. That's why they keep on fighting, and they're fighting for peace. But war is peace, because those who are fighting for that peace are a distraction from what you actually should be fighting for. So like war is peace is, you know, as long as those guys keep on fighting and don't focus on the real issue, everything is going to be okay. Strength is ignorance. It's not quite the same as ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, but it's like the less you know, the better. Quite literally, they thought that they were fighting those guys. You know, the masked XH were fighting the regular XH. So the less you know, the better. There's just this side that you need to fight, and it's all good. There's like literally a lyric that says, between truth and a lie, who's louder? It's not about the truth. It's about how loudly you can convince or convey your message. And a lie was designed to be more emotionally manipulating, and it's going to hit you harder because we tend to act with our hearts and not with our minds necessarily. So the truth might be one thing, but if a lie sounds a little bit sexier, a little bit more tempting, we're going to go for the lie because it just sounds better or it's more convincing. So they were convinced that they were fighting each other. So even though one variation, the masked XH, are basically beating the shit out of the other XH, the extraordinary heroes that feel like they have the freedom, they fight back, and then they get their asses handed to them again. It's almost given vibes of Steve Rogers in the first Captain America movie before he turned into a superhero. Like, he gets his ass handed by that one bully. He gets up and he's like, I can do this all day. That's literally them. They get to fight another day because they have the illusion of freedom. And that's why they're smiling, they're running, because it doesn't matter how bruised I am as long as I get to fight for peace. And that is why the war is going to be endless. Like, I will never stop fighting. And as long as we fight on this meaningless subject, the actual war, that's why it's peace, because we don't focus on the real issues, if that makes any sense. So the real issue was actually exposed as the other version of Xdinary Heroes takes off the masks. And there was like a really cool visual of Extraordinary Heroes running, smiling in slow motion, and there's like the animations of the leaves. It's like literally changing of the seasons, like the cycle of like this oblivious life of thinking that you are free to do anything, and as long as you have your freedom, you will fight forever. That's why they're smiling. We can express our music. We're never going to stop. We're going to do this forever because we have freedom. You know, so that was also really, really cool. And then the way they exposed and put the two variations together, and in reality, I was just fighting myself all this time. And then you have the text that says "fuck beautiful life." Like, it's so fucking cool. And I love the change up in the lyrics from "no one's here to save you" to "as we're fighting each other, no one is here to save you." And then "no one's here to love you." Like, this place, you don't belong in this place. No one is going to love you in this one. And then the positive Extraordinary Heroes that was getting beat up actually fucking disappears. So it's like, whose message are you actually fighting for? Who's actually in the right? Whose truth is the truth, and whose lie is the lie, and which one is speaking louder, the truth or the lie? So you have the two variations. One of them glitches out, and also it feels like the second version, the mask version of Xdinary Heroes, also glitches up. Sorry. So it feels like none of this is real. All of this is fake to convey the fact that we got you. They know something that you don't. That they know the truth, or at least their truth is the louder truth. And they know the reality of the situation, as like they're the ones who are living this life, and maybe the other version was the lie all along, you know. And like, I could totally see, honestly, it would be really, really funny if there was like a side A and side B to this music video. And I read something that this music video was actually supposed to be 7 minutes long, and they had to compromise for 4:47. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was a side B music video from the perspective of the masked Xdinary Heroes that literally makes you question who is actually in the right. It's like, those guys are fighting for peace, and these masked individuals are just trying to bash them and beat them down and suppress them and take away their lives and their music and their freedom. But in reality, I can totally see a flip up to where these guys are actually, they're dressed in that way because they're rebelling and they're just fighting for their truth. Like, there's like a way that you can make this kind of like really, really cool, to where your mind kind of like is juggling or like going back and forth, kind of like ping-ponging what back and forth between who's actually right. But yeah, this was absolutely fucking beautiful. And I love the lyric, "why don't you wave your flag? Oh, is it white? Because it's the flag of surrender, and I will never surrender." That's kind of interesting, as like these guys have their freedom and they will never surrender. They will always fight for peace. But the peace was an illusion all along, and the freedom was an illusion all along. And, you know, the strength, which is ignorance, is an illusion all along. You need to know more. Otherwise, you will, if you don't fight for something real, you will fall for anything, in a way. That's kind of like my 2 cents, I guess, on the music video. Sorry, but this was fucking incredible. Like, this music video and the Queen vibes, like there's like those sections, the beat switches, it feels like an intermission from, like, it feels like something from Bohemian Rhapsody in a way. It was amazing, but there was like a little bit of something modern metal in there as well, like the feedback and like the riff here and there. Like this was an amazing blend, and as much as I am a fan of metal or metalcore, and I loved Instead, this might be their best song yet, and this is probably their best music video yet. And I wish we could see the 7-minute version of this. Because it would be absolutely incredible. Like I love the fact that in a way we have a lot of music, which I don't consider that necessarily to be a bad thing, because there's tons of songs that are under 3 minutes, tons of which I absolutely enjoyed. But it feels like Xdinary Heroes is kind of like going up against that stream. Instead of making something shorter and more quote unquote digestible to put on TikTok or something like that, they made something that you really need to open your eyes for, think, listen, appreciate the beat switch ups, the vocals, the storytelling, and I really commend them for that. And I wish, you know, they had their way and could make this a 7-minute music video. You know, that would be absolutely fucking incredible. So yeah, this was incredible. I'm sure I missed a ton, but I don't want to make this video like 40 minutes long, so I'm just gonna end it here. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, check out the rest of my Xdinary Heroes reactions in the playlist attached in the description of this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.